The name of the guy, Hazy. Let me find that box. Get back to you. Okay.
Come on, man. What's up, brother? Good, man. Good fun.
I saw the fire in brother's chest to be, do, and have something different. And so it was really from every brother that is a participant, from us as player coaches. The transformation, I think, was substantive. Watching the brothers bond and develop and grow and transform is always amazing to me. And so this weekend was for me nothing short of amazing, watching the brothers do their work and fully engaged, right? Like, so we didn't see any brother half step. You and I were able to see every single brother fully engaged, even brothers that came in saying, this ain't what I really do. Just let me sit back in the cut and chill. Right. Those brothers genuinely fully engaged and grew not just as individuals, but as a collective.
What's up, y'all? Donald Morton here. Good to see y'all. When you are popping in, let me know that you're popping in. Say what's up to your boy. This is going to be a pretty short live, but an important one. So I need everybody that can to pop in and say what's up. Let me know where you're watching from. I want to ask a question that has been on my mind for quite some time. It's been on my mind for quite some time, right? And that is, you see something here. I don't think that's it. That is, when did fun, enjoyment, when did fun or enjoyment become so irresponsible? Like, when did it become irresponsible to enjoy your life? And I'm doing this intentionally on a Sunday because, let's say, put it here, because quite frankly, this day that God has given us to be able to chill, right? Even though he's given it to us to be able to chill and rest and relax, we still use it as a day of work. And I'm not even talking about work in the general sense of the word, right? I'm talking about work from the sense that, y'all bear with me while I fix some things over here. I'm talking about work in the sense that any activity, sometimes, man, you just need to do some mindless stuff, some stuff that doesn't make you think, some stuff that is non-productive, um, in an effort to just kind of enjoy your life. Now, this is going to take many of you down a road of memory lane. It's going to trigger some things for you, and it's okay. I'm here to walk the journey with you as a man, brother, for you as a man. Um, but the challenge that many of us are having is we are so addicted to the grind, right? Like the grind, making it all happen, making life happen, that it becomes an issue. It becomes an issue, right? Um, and so for me, I want to ensure what's up, Tara Reeves. Good to see you. Uh, Tara Reeves, for those of you that don't know, Tara, she is and I don't really like the term because it just sounds so churchy, and I'm just really over it. But Tara is a spiritual daughter of mine, um, along with some other friends as well. Key, man, bruh. Yeah, it does, man. And so I'm gonna get into it. It's gonna be really, really fun today as I get into the work of fun, right? And so Keyshawn, hang out with me for a minute. Tara, hang out with me for a minute and invite people. So I want those of you that are watching on YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Those of you that are watching on Facebook, like and share. Those of you that are watching on LinkedIn, if you're watching on LinkedIn on Sunday, which is probably not likely, but it'll at least record it so that you can check it out on tomorrow, right? So when you're looking at this on tomorrow, do me a favor and let me know where you're watching from on tomorrow. So Keisha, talk to me, man. Where are you watching from? I know already, but the audience doesn't know. Tara, where are you watching from? I know already, but the audience may not know. And maybe I don't know where you are watching from. You are pretty well traveled, so I may not know exactly where you are watching from. All right, so here's the deal, right? This is what I want to talk to you about, and I'm actually going to show you guys a video that will go up probably in the next, I don't know, hour as soon as I'm done here. But I want you guys to see it. Yesterday, I spent my day training, and maybe I'll put that up too. I want you guys to see. We got a phenomenal team that we are developing. If you know anything about owning a business, you are only as good as the team that you develop, right? Like, I'm grateful that Spirit has given me the responsibility and really the opportunity to start such a movement like Remand. For those of you that don't know what Remand is a coaching and consulting firm specializing in personal and leadership development for adult married businessmen with families, teaching them and supporting them while they master life, leadership, and legacy, all at the same time. Yesterday, I was a little jealous with or at my son. Those of you that don't know, that's my dude, Keshad Marquis Britt Senior, because KJ is junior, my grandson. But that dude sent me, and it just, hey Keshad, man, I'm just being, in the interest of full disclosure, I was just really happy for you. He sent me a text. And for those of you that don't know, there's some jargon that we're about to use that you don't know anything about, and you won't know anything about it until and unless you are inside the world of Remand. But he said to me, "Hey, Dad, I'm close to earning a 3." Now, for those of you that aren't, again, inside of our world, you don't know how significant that is. It is incredibly difficult to earn a 3. Keisha, what would you say, man? Is it difficult to earn a 3, my guy? Like difficult to earn a 3. It is just literally hard as Hades to earn a 3. And he sent me a text message, and he said, "Hey, Dad, I'm close to earning a 3." And I was just so excited for that dude. I've earned a couple of 3s inside of our world, and I think maybe this is either his first 3 or second 3, but it's just difficult to earn, right? And so he showed me a video and some pics and a text message of Keyshawn says it is, yeah, he says it's very difficult, and I didn't get there, but I was really proud of how close I came. I'm intentionally chasing it. Yeah, so it's crazy because he did not get there. And that's not a slight. Like, he's proud when he says he's proud, really proud of how close he came. That's real. Inside of our world, we're playing a different game. We're not playing the game that your boyfriend is playing, and perhaps your husband is playing, your brother is playing. They playing checkers. We playing chess over here at Remand, right? And so, Key, what was your score? What did you ultimately score? I haven't been inside of the community, so I don't know. What was your score? You didn't reach 3, but what was your score? Um, and so I'm sure his score was incredibly high, right? But just the prestige that comes with earning a 3.0 is wild. Like the level of intentionality and all of the things that are necessary for you to earn that, and not just earn that, but earn it consistently. Oh my God, it is a challenging thing to do. So here's what Keyshawn said. He says, I didn't get community and I didn't get business, but where I often lack is fun and philanthropy, and I got them. Right. So it's crazy, man, because I'll take that. So it ultimately looks like you got 2.7, right? 2.7. Yeah, you probably got a 2.7, which is a good 90%, 90, something like that, right? But I'll take that because of exactly what we're talking about today, right? So I'll take the 2.7. Um, and the hard work that you put into getting a 2.7 inside of our world, that's stellar. That's stellar, particularly because one of the things that you earned after the dot is this issue of fun, which most of us have issues with. So really, really uber proud of you, bruh. Love to see it. Um, so I wanna play a video that I will probably post. Look out for the post. Um, in the next hour or so after I'm done with this. But this is what the post actually addresses. This is the actual post, so you're getting it here first. Um, but it's just genuinely crazy. So here we go. Let me play it for you. Oh, here's something I'm finally admitting. I don't need another achievement. I need more enjoyment. I've spent most of my life mastering responsibility, leadership, achievement, and the grind. And the grind has rewarded me, be clear, but it also taught me that every available moment should be productive. I'm reading The Power of Fun by Catherine Price, and it's challenging that belief because a man can become incredibly successful at building a life he never actually enjoys. And I see it in the businessmen I serve every single day. We turn hobbies into businesses, vacations into working trips. Even rest has to accomplish something. That's been my Achilles heel for years. So I'm learning to do some things for absolutely no damn reason at all other than I enjoy them. No ROI, no strategy, no outcome, just life. Because maybe, just maybe, that's what all of this damn work was supposed to buy me in the first place. What do y'all say? Maybe, Keisha, just maybe, bruh. That's what all of this hard work we're doing is for in the first place, right? Maybe you, um, getting your LPN and ultimately again your RN and whatever you decide to do beyond that, because for real, the the sky is the limit with you. There's no limit with you. You're a brilliant brother, who has an incredibly bright future. I love your family, love the family that you're building. Absolutely love Angel, love the kids. Like, you have made me proud. And yet, look at the grind. There's so much of the grind that you have is that you are excited and celebrating the fact that, Dad, I had some fun. Like watching KJ, seeing you go to the beach. I even saw Angel. So I didn't see her at the beach, but I saw her dancing somewhere. Angel saved and sanctified and full of something. Right? That's my daughter. I don't even call her my daughter in love anymore. That's my daughter. I love her. And so imagine how disruptive, intentional, how disruptively intentional it was for you to go to the beach, put your feet in the sand, and look, bro, I seen your feet. So the fact, I just want to know this, King. I'm not clowning. I just want to know, did you take off your shoes? Did you take off your socks? Did you actually put your feet in the sand? Because I have seen what basketball has done to them dogs of yours. Yeah, life has not been kind to your feet, right? But the fact that I saw KJ running in the sand and I saw you walking behind KJ, right? And having him in the water and getting him acclimated to the water and a big wave splashing him. And bruh, the level of enjoyment. Keyshawn said, heck no. I had swim shoes on. I'm having fun. I ain't no fool. I'm having fun, but I ain't no fool. Listen, that dude's feet. I ain't know. They are a whole, Keyshawn's feet is a whole biology experiment. Right? Like that dude, man, when I'm in town, because I promised Carsey, I'm gonna take her out and Anaya and Hunter, baby Hunter. We all gonna have a kind of a spa day, right? And so, man, I need you to do something about them. And I can promise you, them people, them Asians gonna talk. As soon as you take your socks off, them Asians gonna talk. Right? They gonna say, and now iPhones have the ability to interpret. So I'm gonna put my phone on the side, I'm gonna put the interpreter on, and I'm gonna let them talk, and I'm gonna show you what they saying about your feet, bro. Because it is a whole experiment. It's chemistry, it's biology, yeah, it's physical therapy, it's it's all those things. But I am finding out more and more about myself, that I have a genuine issue with relaxing. I have a genuine issue with relaxing. And I want to show you guys something that I am reading now. Let me see. I like this better. There we go. That is something I'm reading now. The Power of Fun, How to Feel Alive Again. It's by Catherine Price. So this is the book, and you can't see it, but it's the book that I'm reading, because what Keyshawn says is very real. If you're a brother on here, or if you're a sister on here, and your dude is having challenges, enjoying himself and relaxing and having fun, what's up, Drew? Good to see you, my guy. Yeah, like if I have difficulty enjoying my life. And now I guess at 57 years old, I just turned 57. Thank you all for celebrating my birthday with me. Um, you know, the calls, the texts, the gifts, were just overwhelming. And Facebook posts and DMs, and just it was just so overwhelming. In fact, I got this book, The Power of Fun, with an Amazon gift card that was gifted to me. So I'm really, really grateful that people celebrated, helped me celebrate my birthday. And I felt like no better thing to do than to find out what is how, I mean, how to actually do this. Like, I love what I do. I love what I do. I love what I do. So when I'm with the brothers, or if I'm coaching, or if I'm building remains, I love what I do. So the challenge is, the trick is that there is a degree of enjoyment that you derive from, actually, Kishad is that way as well. Like, he loves what he does. So it can kind of come off and seem like when I'm working, I'm enjoying my life, because I am. There's stress with my job. There's stress with building a business. Finances up one day, they down the next day. Like, they're if you've ever seen any of the memes out there or videos out there for people who are building businesses, one I saw recently that said you can be at $3.50 on Monday, on Wednesday, $95,000, 572. And then on Friday, you got $1.90 overdrawn, right? So that is the way that being an entrepreneur is. And it can be challenging, but I love it. So then what is there to really learn to enjoy? If you love your job, what is it that there is to enjoy? Learning to do things that make me come alive. And yes, coaching men makes me come alive. And yes, building the business makes me come alive. But being able to really enjoy rest, relaxation, digestion in a way that regulates your nervous system intentionally, right? To create what's called a parasympathetic nervous system that creates peace, right? And not so when my sympathetic nervous system creates stress, I can intentionally do something to trigger my parasympathetic nervous system that will release peace. That can be EFT, or emotional freedom technique. It can be breathing, or, gentlemen, it can be just going away to a beach like my son did, taking his wife and family so that they can enjoy themselves. And because it's necessary to make sure that your nervous system, when stress hits, that stress doesn't stay. Stress is necessary, but stress doesn't stay. There's an important part of being able to release that. And so what I'd like to speak about for these next couple of moments is just, I'd like us to have a conversation, brothers, because there are many of us that are not taking advantage of days off. Inside of our world of Remain, you are responsible. Now, to Keishad's point again, we don't always do this well, right? We are good at the grind. So I don't know people who say my husband's lazy. We don't know about anything like that in our world. We're not. Yeah, we don't get down like that. We are far more workaholics inside of the world of Remain than we are guys who are just laying around doing nothing. Like, it's just not how we get down. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's just not how we get down. So I want to, because it's Sunday, because I used to be a pastor in my former life, right? I didn't just play one on TV. I was one. The Bible requires rest. It requires rest, resting on the Sabbath. Now we can create a whole religion around that if you want to. That's your thing. Cool. But I want to tell you how I've been able to bring a degree of practicality to this idea of rest. At least one day a week, you need to do nothing. And we got football coming up, so there's some of us that take Sunday very, very seriously. The Eagles will be playing. Yeah, we got mollywopped in preseason. My other team, the Atlanta Falcons, we got mollywopped as well. Keyshawn, just don't have a heart attack. It's okay that I have two teams. Stop tripping. It's all right. Right. So both of my teams got mollywopped. I'm wondering what Dallas did, because I know Dallas played as well. Let me see. Let me see what is happening. Let me see what is happening. See if Dallas. He said we beat the champs. Come on, man. Keyshawn's so disrespectful, man. He can't tolerate the fact. I mean, it pisses him off that I have two teams. So he tried to bring in some other people, friends of his, that would agree with him, and some agreed with him that I couldn't have two teams. I couldn't have Philly and Atlanta. But some people say, yeah, of course you can have two teams. Like, who is Keyshawn? Who is Keyshawn to act like I can't have two teams? Right? He said we beat the champs. No, y'all didn't beat the champs. Y'all beat a version of the champs, their second team or whatever, your second team. Yeah, it doesn't count. And before you come for me and say it does count, you have always said it doesn't count. So I'm hoping that you remain the man of integrity that I know you to be. I know you don't like being mischaracterized, neither do I. So I want to make sure that what we're talking about today is actual facts. So y'all didn't beat the champs. Y'all beat their second, third, fourth, fifth string. So here's the deal. For those of you that struggle in this area, isn't it crazy that I had to actually read a book? Isn't that ironic that I'm so messed up in my mind about enjoyment? And I want to put up something Keith said a moment ago that's really true. Here's what he says. It almost feels like a guilt associated with fun for some reason. Type a 1 in the chat if you get that. Type a 1 in the chat if you have ever felt guilty for resting, for having fun. If you've ever felt guilty for resting or for having fun, type a 1 in the chat. I want to see who you guys are. I have had that issue. I have had that issue. Felt guilty for resting, felt guilty for having fun. And so what I've decided is, because the Bible commands, God actually commands that we have a Sabbath, that we have a time to rest. And it's not just him saying it, it's also him saying it about land, that every so often the land needed to rest for a certain period of time, because rest rejuvenates. And after a while, your brain, your mind, your life will explode, and you will begin to feel the impact of your inability to rest. So you'll crash. Some of us crash. Some of us have more vitality to be able to take a little more. Keyshawn's only 37 years old. My son Hunter is 32 years old, right? So both of them have a little more vitality that they can expend. But for guys like me, 57 years old, I got some catching up to do. I got some cruises to take. I got some beaches to visit. I've got some other countries to explore because that's my thing. My thing is catching flights. I like catching flights. I like visiting other countries. I've been to several other countries. I love exploring their cultures and things of that nature. That may not be your thing, but whatever your thing is, I want you to develop a consistency, a pattern, and a rhythm of being able to do something that you enjoy. And you know what else I found out? Some of you are so, if you're anything like me, and you may be or you may not be, some of you are so, I don't know, disconnected from self that you don't even know what you enjoy. Disconnected from self so much that you have no idea what you enjoy. So let's see what Keith says. I think sometime for me, rest or fun costs. I spend a lot of money those times where I generate a lot of money on grind days. So you have equated, which is a story, right? So the narrative for you is, hey, the only way to have fun is to spend a lot of money. The only way to have fun is to spend a lot of money. And of course, that is such a story that ultimately what happens is a self-fulfilling prophecy. You end up spending a lot of money because you associate fun, having fun with spending a lot of money. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. So for example, you can have family time and have fun. You can go to, I know you're a ball player. Until I retired you, you were a ball player until I humiliated you and retired you. So when you were a ball player, basketball was fun. It was your means of release, right? Going to the beach, I don't know how much it costs you, but if you set some boundaries up front, I learned this from I forget that dude's name. And I want to call his name because he used to take his family out, his daughter, his grandchildren, his wife. He used to take his family out on full vacations. And I was like, hey man, how do you do it? He said, I do it because I plan. He said, I'm able to spend a lot of money because I plan. These things aren't willy-nilly for me. Let's see what Keith says. He said, I just feel like the world we live in, everything costs. But you're right. Most things we do for fun may cost. Even the beach was free, but the rides, food costs. The food cost me about $100 plus, but that is due to my family size, right? So it's all relative. So thank you for that, man, because it's all relative. $100 for the thousands of dollars that you make, and I'm not counting your pockets, right? I'm just creating the reality for you. $100 for the thousands of dollars that you make from grinding, you deserve to enjoy $100 worth of fun. Right? Like you deserve $100 worth of fun. Like if we're making thousands of dollars, and I say that I don't know how much Keshad makes, but he makes good money. He's a nurse. He's got all the credentials to be able to elevate himself. And if he's not careful, he'll never enjoy the journey. The purpose for which, I mean, this is new for me, right? So let me tell y'all this. This is new for me. The end goal for me up until about a couple weeks ago, this is in real time for me, Key. Up until a couple of weeks ago, the end goal for me was to develop a business so that I could serve men. I am called to y'all. There's nothing else I could do even if I tried. I'm called to Kishad Britt Sr. I am called to Bucci. I'm called to Levon. I'm called to Dwight, to Leroy, to Ray. Like, I'm called. Barry Ball, I'm called. There's a new brother inside of our world. His name is Alatif. I'm called to him. He's texting me now. Hey, Donald, I'm having trouble registering getting inside the community. He's an incredible, incredible cat. But and I think a part of that came from just being satisfied with the call, right? And when I was pastoring, there was almost this feel like, you know, you ought to be satisfied with just serving people. That was grandma's position. Be satisfied with serving people. That's what we're called to do. So ministry became about serving people. It never became about anything other than that. It became about serving people and sacrificing yourself in order to do so. And a couple of weeks ago, it became really clear how that church mindset, that pastoral mindset, the ability to sacrifice myself to make sure everybody else was good, how unhealthy that is. At this stage of my life, how unhealthy it is for me to continue to place myself on the sacrificial altar to make sure I'm used until I'm used up. And then as a result of that, you know, I get mine when I can fit it in. Now, here's my goal now. My goal now is to enjoy my life. I don't know how many 40 years I got left, 30 years I got left. I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm going to spend the rest of it enjoying it. I'm going to spend the rest of it, of my life and career and ministry, if you want to call it ministry, serving men. I'm going to spend the rest of my life and I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to hop on planes. I'm going to be on yachts. I'm going to take vacations. Just like this gentleman I'm thinking about. He take his whole family on vacation. This is my dream now. I'm taking my entire family on vacation. I'm paying. So I now want a multi-million-dollar business, not just to have a multi-million-dollar business. I want a multi-million-dollar business because I got to take my whole family away. And I want to do it every year on Donald's dime. Why? I got some making up to do. I got grandchildren. I got 4 grandkids. I got some making up to do. Right? So for me now, the work becomes so purposeful. It's not just I'm in purpose, but I'm also doing it on purpose. What is the end result? What is the goal? To be free. To make enough money to be free. Not to make enough money to continue to grind, to make enough money to be free. Because the highest level of the emotional continuum, when you're vibing the highest, 2 things are happening. You're in love and you're functioning in freedom. Love and freedom are the 2 highest states of energy and emotion and feeling that a man can experience. Love and freedom. Love and freedom. The 2 lowest is fear and depression, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about creating a life of love and freedom. What you experienced, what you felt, bruh, when you were at the beach was love and freedom. That is, imagine living a life where every day you're experiencing love and freedom. That's when that is when you are at your absolute best. That is when you're at the apex, at the pinnacle, when you are feeling love and freedom. And you know what, Key? And others that are watching, because we've been trained, our nervous system has been trained, and socially acceptable has been for men to be so responsible. When we are doing something that feels irresponsible, we shut that down immediately. We got a bunch of reasons why. Hey, I was just laying down for a little while. Why you feel like you got to explain that? Because we have been portrayed as lazy black men forever. And no one tells us that the prerequisite for loving another, serving another, is loving oneself, serving oneself. So to the degree that I can serve me, it makes it possible for me to serve, right, my family. But I can't serve my family. I will run on empty. I will run on fumes if I never pour into Donald Morton. Right? So my position is now the end result, my end goal is different. Being a man of integration, my end goal is to make enough money so I can take care of all that I need to take care of and not have to work inside my business. I want the business to be so solid that I got a great team, I'm paying them well, so that I can be in another country enjoying Italy or enjoying Ghana, Kenya, Mexico. So let me show you why I do some of the stuff I do, because this is one of the most brilliant additions to our team that you guys have not seen. He is in training right now to be our master trainer, so that I don't have to train the trainers. He will be responsible for training the trainers. His name is Kevin Grimes. Phenomenal brother. Listen to and I'm training him, but listen to his responses to the training. I want you guys to see this. Watch this.
Sympathetically, you don't want to do it.
Yes. Yes.
You have to disrupt.
Yes, bro.
Right?
Yes.
Because it's downloaded the way you're supposed to do it.
Yes.
It's already downloaded.
Yes.
But it's hijacking that sympathetic mode, putting that parasympathetic in, that rest and digest mode, and thinking consciously about what you need to hit.
Yes. Yeah, I get it. That's powerful. That's exactly what we just talked about. So that's a perfect overlap. So when the pressure hits, I usually in this nobility, I'm like, let me just do as much as I can. I have to intentionally, though, as a part of my conscious reality, I have to intentionally do more.
Wow, I got to intentionally do more. So what was yesterday about? Yesterday was about beginning to expand our team so that I'm not the only thinker. Guess what? I'm gonna say this to y'all online today. One of the persons that I really look forward, I'm gonna put him on the spot today. One of the persons that I really look forward to going through our training so that he can actually be a facilitator is my son Kishad. Type a 1 in the chat if y'all want to see Kishad as one of the trainers of Remand. Type a 1 in the chat. I'm putting him on the spot. Angel, type a 1 in the chat. KJ, type a 1 in the chat. Carsey, type a 1 in the chat. Everybody type a 1 in the chat. He is going to be one of our most phenomenal trainers because he is so freaking solid. There you go. So y'all saw it here first. Y'all saw it here first. He is going to be one of our most successful trainers because he's very smart, he's teachable, and he's learning the system. All is for the Britt household. Absolutely. All ones for the Britt household. All ones for the Britt household. He is going to be a significant part of the legacy of Remand. God has already shown it to me. A significant part of the legacy of Remand. And I'm going to pay him handsomely. I know Angel is excited now. Angel's excited. Right? I'm gonna pay him handsomely. So I say all of this to say that you got to have a day where you just let your nervous system relax. Not a day where you're on heightened alert. So isn't it crazy that I had to actually read a book on fun? I had to literally read a book on fun in order for me to be successful at this area, which again, most of the men that I serve are having issues in this area of fun. I had to literally find a way to consume information that would teach me how to have fun. And then I'm gonna go to therapy and I'm gonna talk to my therapist so that she can tell me this is part of the reason why you haven't had fun. So I want you guys to really, I got about 5 minutes. I want to answer any questions that you guys have, but I want you to make a commitment to enjoying this life. I've got clients, one client in particular, who he doesn't have a problem in this area. He said to me when he became a part of Remand, he's in our mogul plan. He said, you ain't never got to give me permission to have fun. The one thing I'm going to do is enjoy this life. I'm going to get my business done, but the one thing I'm going to do is enjoy this life. If you were to watch his IGs, that dude and his wife always doing something. He's always in another state. He's always like he is having a ball. So he's one of the people I talk to. I feel like I'm in a rut, but there's something going on in me that I'm really having to have therapy around that really addresses, boy, you got a problem with fun. You scared of fun. You feel guilt. To Keisha's point again, you feel guilty with having fun. And I'm going to break that so that I can enjoy my life. Let me show you a couple of more things, and then I'm going to give you some closing comments. And there's this one phrase that Spirit has given me that I want to give to you guys, especially you, Keisha, and all of everyone else who's watching. I want to share something with you that Spirit gave to me. But let me give you this commercial real quick.
I found out why not only me, but most men don't reach their full potential because they have not learned this formula. This formula will cause you to reach your full potential. Anybody interested? I say, anybody interested? Yeah. Not 95, not 80, 100% of the time, this will work if you learn to work it. SQ is my belief about my identity and purpose. AQ is about capacity. If I can lock in identity and purpose, if I can become solid on who I am and why I exist, and I can hold that identity and purpose under extreme pressure, then it's just a matter of time before I execute life, leadership, and legacy. my family, my business, my personal life rest on my ability to remain who I am under extreme pressure. The character that I've been using to get to this level is not sufficient to get me to the next level. So what I had to do is switch out character. Because when I switch out character, I choose a new character that is designed to get me to the next level. You cannot get to the peak without first honoring the fact you got to master the pit. In 80s, there was no iPhones and taking pictures immediately. No, sir. There was this time when there was a dark room and you had to go into the dark room. It had to be dark so things could develop. Because if you turn the light on ahead of time, it ruins the picture that is emerging. If I can get you to master your sense of belief in your identity and purpose, and you can hold that belief under extreme pressure, then you'll be able to execute skillfully across life, family, and business. I wish I had 10 of y'all that would jump up and shout, because all you are is a character away from the next level of your life.
All you are is a character away from the next level of your life. A character away from the next level of your life. That's all. A character away from the next level of your life. The character that you have to be identified in now is one that has to enjoy, that has to see the ability to enjoy life as not just permissible, but necessary. Let me give you this quote. Having fun, enjoying life is a part of the work. Having fun, enjoying life is a part of the work. Having fun, enjoying life is a part of the work. And for the rest of your lives, understand that it's not only permissible, it's necessary. I'm Donald Morton. I'm the founder of Remand. And at Remand, we work with married businessmen with families to help them master life, leadership, and legacy all at the same time. All at the same time. I want you guys to have an incredible day. Enjoy this day. It's what many would call the Sabbath, at least on the Christian church, the Christian week. Even though Saturday is the Sabbath that the Jews recognize, I believe that the Sabbath is whenever I decide to rest. Whenever I decide to rest. And that Sabbath is what I'm experiencing for the rest of my life. I'm going to enjoy this life. Just need to find out how. All right. So I will see you guys next time. It was good talking with y'all. Love and respect y'all. Talk soon. Love you more, bro.